Yes, people, what's going on? It's Got Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about the FA Cup, the League Cup, the Premier League, the transfer window. We got some major news. Liverpool might be going for Kvaratskhelia. Man City are going for Omar Marmoush. Arsenal, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. I'm genuinely pissed. I don't know what to say. But yeah, let's get the show started. We got my boy M in the building. We got Rack coming through. Jay's going to be joining us. Ahmed's going to be joining us. And of course, none other than Vitor is going to be joining us. But before we go any further, guys, you guys heard the big news? You guys heard the big news? Rack, you heard the big news?
The Arsenal lost 2-0 to Newcastle. Is that the
news? Oh, wait, you guys haven't heard?
No. Liverpool was it Liverpool just lost to Tottenham?
No, bro, look at this. Liverpool.
No, I've heard it.
Liverpool are considering a move for Kvaratskhelia. Boy, this right here is league changing. No joke.
What we have shown that we're willing to do in the past is if someone becomes available in January who we're interested in bringing in, who's potentially available in January, but we would have gone for, would have considering going for in the summer, which is basically what happened with Luis Diaz, then we're out willing to move. In the Luis Diaz instance, Tottenham was sniffing around. We waited for Tottenham to agree a fee, and then basically we just matched the fee and then come in and I don't want to say stole their chain because we had our chain stolen by a certain club Chelsea. In blue from London, but we shall not name them. Ahmed's not here, right?
No.
Good. Otherwise, if Ahmed gets whiff of this, he might be interested as well. Apparently, Chelsea are interested in him too. So yeah, we will see. He looks like a good player. I haven't seen too much of him. I don't watch as much European football as I used to, but he's well regarded. And if we do it, then I guess I'll be happy.
Bro, I don't know why you're being humble. This man joining Liverpool.
What do you want me to say? You want me to speculate on something that
him joining Liverpool is transformative. Do you not realize that?
Honestly, I've heard it.
I give you a Sadio level player on the right. On the left.
I don't.
Rax is familiar with this guy.
Yeah, I look. First of all, I haven't seen as much of him. I don't.
You've seen him coach Trent. Come on.
Those are big Sadio Mane style transformative signing. We shouldn't just be throwing the names of legends out there willy nilly, right? He looks like a good player. That's all I can say. If he comes, I guess I'll be happy. But ultimately, that's just a starting point. It's what he does on the pitch for Liverpool. If he ever comes to Liverpool, I'm not going to get super giddy about it.
Do you not realize that you guys are potentially going to let Chiesa leave so he can join you guys?
I didn't even realize he was still there.
Yeah, but if Chiesa costs us 12 million, if we get him and give him, it's not going to be a straight swap, right? We're going to have to pay like 70 million or something on top of it. It's not like it's worth it though. We have no idea whether it's worth it. It only becomes worth it once we see what he does on the pitch.
Oh my God, you're serious?
Well, I mean, he hasn't done anything for Liverpool yet.
He won the goddamn league for Napoli after 30 years, and you're sitting here all humble, acting like, we'll see what he does.
But that's also a bit of an exaggeration, right?
It's not an exaggeration. He got double-digit goals in the Serie A.
Yeah, what was Osimhen doing then? What about all the other players?
Yeah,
he didn't win it by himself.
Don't discredit Osimhen.
Scott McTominay doing well at Napoli as well.
I don't know. What do you want me to? You want me to
think?
You want me to get super excited? I'll get excited if and when it happens, but I'll be even more excited when he starts banging goals and getting assists. That's when my real excitement's going to come.
Yeah, Egal, Rax is right now. You're saying you're telling Rax, yo, there's going to be girls there, and Rax is like, okay, let's wait until we're there.
Let's see the level. Let's see the levels of the girls. Yeah. Good from far from good.
If there's some scrubs, I'm out of here.
You guys are being too humble. You guys are being too humble. I don't think you guys realize Kvaratskhelia to Liverpool, how much of a transformative transfer this is.
You seem scared.
We're talking about, you guys are saying Mo Salah to Liverpool was massive. You've seen how big of a deal that was. This guy, Kvaratskhelia.
No one thought it was massive at the time.
This guy, Kvaratskhelia, is leaving the Serie A playing at a better level than Mo Salah ever played at the Serie A. And if Mo Salah does end up leaving come the end of the year, I'm not saying Kvaratskhelia is a like-for-like replacement, but they now have somebody who can get a level of goals and assists that can carry a team that they don't have anywhere else.
But again,
imagine the attacking.
We're talking a different. He scored 30 goals and has 30 assists or something in 120 odd games. That's not Mo Salah numbers. That's nowhere near Mo
Salah's eyes. You can see the fear in his eyes.
Mo Salah wasn't Mo Salah's numbers until he came to Liverpool. Let's not forget that.
No, but there's a difference though. First of all, we saw what his potential was because before he even went to Chelsea.
Not your manager.
Yeah, but Chelsea, we were willing to bid 13 million, whatever. Chelsea and Barcelona wanted 17 million. They got him. So we've been monitoring Mo Salah for a while. We knew what he was.
Not realize
then he came. But why you keep telling me what I should realize?
Because you're not realizing it, Rax.
1 second. You're not realizing that the man is 23 years old.
Yeah.
He's 23. He's already carried a team to the league title. He's already putting up elite numbers. And when I say elite numbers, I don't mean the 20 goals this season that Mo Salah is putting up. But for a team like Napoli, for him to be putting up, double-digit goals and damn near double-digit assists on a regular basis is very impressive. Because guess what? They're not one of the most attacking teams.
It's impressive.
They're not always
I agree.
They're not always.
He has done very well. Napoli has since in recent seasons they've been right up there. They're right up there again. I think it's a bit surprising he's willing to leave right now because obviously I think they're top of the league. Or at least, and definitely in the mix for Serie A. And obviously, Napoli have only won it, I think, 3 times in their history. If I'm 3 or 4 times anyway. They won it twice under Diego Maradona, and once this last time with Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen and those guys. So yeah, it's definitely impressive. And if he comes,
somebody's been doing their research.
Yo, but Jay,
I used to live in it. Listen, first-hand research. I used to live in Italy. This is not some tertiary source.
Hey, get a piece of the action. You do your thing, right? Get yourself a piece of the action.
Jay, he is sitting here being so humble, like, oh, when he gets here and he bangs in goals, I'll be gassed. I'm not going to.
Why is that humble? He's not even a Liverpool player.
Yeah.
To even be linked to him.
By the way, like the Kvara thing to me is quite interesting. Obviously, to me, it comes across that Conte doesn't love him.
Jay, stop being so humble. What do you mean, just interesting? It's transformative.
Well, I think Liverpool. Obviously, you were interested in Gordon, yeah, and obviously interested in Kvara. So obviously, they want a profile of winger. If I'm Liverpool, I think it's a really interesting one when people talk about like the Nico Williams. And then Kvara, and then Gordon. I've been a big fan of Gordon for a while, and I'm like, when you have a player that's prem proven, that can do all the technical stuff, but is banging goals and assists, like I don't know why you wouldn't prioritize that. If you can get Gordon for the same money, I could see why Liverpool might wait. But again, the Diaz thing doesn't seem to be going away. I think Kvara's. The thing with Kvara is like everyone knows I'm an output merchant. You know what I mean? I'm a GA merchant. Yeah, I'm an honest man, and that's the most difficult thing to get in football. Players that can consistently give you goals and assists. Yeah, so the numbers that Kvara and Nico Williams don't move me. Their numbers don't move me, but they're obviously both good players. So I don't know. I wouldn't. If I'm Liverpool, I'm not on my knees for him. We've got a lot of quality players in this hack. Like if he's coming, cool. If not, nah.
I think. Listen, Rax is moving differently, Gal. Jay, you don't. Rax is media trained. He's got his PR background now. Look, a press conference ready to deal with any type of questions. He's not going to hype this up. He's gonna wait until it's done.
I don't have the entrance though. You need to teach me about that entrance. We haven't seen it for a while, but we haven't forgot it.
We
That's
haven't seen
iconic.
the entrance. I got to make sure that I got top 4 locked up before the entrance comes back. But with regards to Rax, he's moving like, hey, let's wait until things are official. Let's see what happens here. Because again, like every Liverpool fan wants to tell us, they're owners, right? So he's not going to get too giddy. He's not going to say this is what it's going to be until it officially happens. Because like all of them, their PTSD scars is having them moving a little, what is it? Modest, a little humble. That's all that it is.
You know what? It's nice to
You know
have
what
the
it
whole.
is? The crazy thing is, you mentioned PTSD, and then here comes Ahmed to steal my Kvaratskhelia chain. This Chelsea guy. We already know what happened last season or season before. So yeah, now I'm especially moving humble. Ahmed, get out of here, man.
Kvaratskhelia, you think you're gonna steal
get
Liverpool
your goal.
fans?
You know, firstly, good evening to everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. You know, there's three words. This is Chelsea. Thank you.
So nothing.
Don't worry. If you understand,
I don't think Chelsea need him, bro.
Listen,
I don't think Chelsea need him.
I'm sorry, man. We've got a doper, so you know what I mean.
The thing is, Chelsea are just by default interested in they're interested in me. They're interested. How much is it going to cost for Jay to come over and cost Chelsea? I said there's not enough money in the world, but they're interested in it. So Chelsea's name just gets put in as a prereq. It's like when you open up
their default position is
like when
interested.
you open up your email and your email signature is just there. Do you know
what
it
is? You know what it is though. You know what it is though, Jay. You know what it is. You know what it is though, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I love it, man. I love it.
Oh, that's so funny, Jay.
You know what it is, man. Big up to Jay. I hear his point, but at the end of the day, man, this is Chelsea. You know what I mean? If you need a player, that player is ours already. You know what I mean? I don't even need to worry about no competition. That player is ours. But on a real note, I don't think we're gonna get Kvaratskhelia. I have a theory of my own, but I'm gonna hold on to it because I think there's gonna be another left winger we get from one of those clubs that was mentioned. But we gotta keep it pushing.
Oh, it's the Bradley Barcola. Is it Bradley Barcola? He's going to end up at PSG, and then Chelsea are going to come. Don't put this top secret stuff out here like we ain't watching. We see you.
But Rax, the thing about Barcola is like to me, it's not really logical. Do you know what I mean? As in, like, he's French. PSG's like, I'm not saying that he won't leave, but to sign off on the transfer. But obviously, I don't know if you plan to talk about it, Man City, or you'll talk about City later. But I saw what the fee might be for Marmoush, and I said, what? Like, I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's like,
I think, but isn't I think the context of Marmoush, if I'm not mistaken, Jay, doesn't he have like a release clause? And so they're trying to demand essentially that release clause now because of the fact it's January, rather than obviously reduce the price.
70 mil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's got a release clause, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but you can't be paying 70 mil for my.
I get what you mean, but listen, all of us here know in January there's always going to be a little tax. That's the problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now with
the City for like if you know who.
You know what? Can I stop? Can I stop you guys? You guys are ruining the order of the show.
Sorry.
Which guys are ruining the order, Ego? Be specific. Which guys?
The Spurs and Chelsea fans are all over the place. Right? They're talking about every transfer in one lump sum. First things first, we got Man City looking to do 3 transfers, and I'm just gonna say something. This is why Man City win trophies, bro. Because while my club is out here with a attacking issue, Man City go and say, you know what, we need a center back. Let me go get this guy. We need a forward. Let me look at this guy. We need another defender. Let me go to the Brazilian market and get a center forward that they call the crown jewel of Palmeiras to come at the end of the season.
Context.
Let me finish.
Easy, Chelsea and Spurs fans. Relax, easy.
I am looking at Man City. I'm looking at Manchester United, I'm looking at Chelsea, and I see the level of urgency they always have to try to rectify mistakes. And I look at Arsenal, and I see the reluctance or the risk adverseness that we have in our teams. And I just say to myself, this is why you guys fucking win all these trophies and we don't.
I think
All right, so if I
going in
may-
January and signing
Yeah.
3 players is big. I think that's
Yeah,
massive.
but I think we need to let's look at the signings that City are
Desperate
making.
times
Yeah.
call for desperate
Yeah.
Okay,
measures.
so let's
This is-
Yeah,
break
this
it
is-
down.
no.
this is
If I
the
may,
exact point I was gonna make.
Wait, one second, let's break it down, Ahmed.
No.
Omar
Yeah, so let me.
Marmoush.
So let me. Please, let me. Khusanov, in my
Yeah,
personal
yeah.
opinion, is a very
Let the Chelsea
raw
fan
talent.
talk about these transfers.
Khusanov is a very raw talent.
It's a
As
special
someone,
subject.
Mhm.
Transfers.
no.
Yeah,
experts.
he-
No, they're
he's
experts.
already
Now-
default interested. That's what I know
No,
about him.
that's
He's like-
When a Chelsea fan
So
talks, I get
the
pen and
reason
paper.
why. The reason why, yeah, I know a bit more about some of the players they're signing. Like Khusanov, for example, I watch League One quite regularly because like that's probably the best in terms of Europe, in terms of talent. So that's my actual second league that I watch, other than the Premier
Yeah,
League.
that's
But
your assignment.
yeah, so Khusanov, I'll tell you right now, it's a very raw talent. Like right now, that guy, I personally will not even sign him for Chelsea. I think it's way too early for him to be coming. But I get City want to buy him. But that guy's he's gonna not be ready now. Probably in 2 seasons, if not 3. Same with the Palmeiras brother they brought in, that they're buying from Brazil. Same thing with him. He's 18 years old, needs another 2 to 3 seasons to even be ready to be starting for Man City.
You're excited about Esteval coming into the team next season, though,
And
right?
listen, that's why and I would make the same argument also, Jay. First of all, so you won't hear me like obviously.
Light jab, light jab. Brush it up. Light jab.
Jay, you got to do what I say, don't do what I do. That's what it is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, no. But the point I'm trying to at least make, the point I was just trying to make essentially is that, barring I think maybe Marmoush was 25 years old, the guys they're trying to sign are maybe for the future to help them build. Actually, that's the difference. Yeah.
So, and this is the point I wanted to jump on straight away. I completely co-sign your point. Igal, you make a point, but the point you're making is actually wrong, because the signings City are making are coming down to scouting and the faith in your scouts. That's what it comes down to. It's basically saying, listen, these players are not, it's not like they're going out and buying Mbuemo for 80 million or something like that. Do you know what I mean? They've scouted these players. They're saying, okay, 40 million, 60 million, 70 million, whatever. Arsenal could buy a forward who is promising for 40 million that would fit their system, that might add value to them straight away. But
100%.
they tried to do that with, say, a Fabio Vieira. Sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the player's not quite ready. Sometimes they need more seasoning. But that's what City are doing. And this is actually my criticism of City, is that they are bringing in, to me, too many players that aren't needle movers. They're not bringing in, and I think it's getting more and more. Everyone knows who the good players are. So it's very difficult, because now it's all about like game time and your pathway, and give me a presentation on why I should come to your club and how do I fit in your team. Do you see what I mean? So City are going for these players, right? Kuzmanov, Reis, Marmoush, like they will know, and they'll have done their research of how these players are going to fit into Pep's team and the wider future, and they should have done that. Alternatively, they're buying more players who aren't 8 out of 10 consistently players. Do you know what I mean? They were nailing it with like back in the day, the 8 out of 10 players every week. Bernardo's, your Sane's, your Ruben Diaz's, 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Now, the players they're bringing in are 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
Down? Sorry, Jay, do you think that's down to like them having to go through a whole new rebuild now? So obviously,
but I think the thing is that you
get it right. You have
players,
to sign so many players.
But City have had the players in. City remind me sometimes a little bit of, you remember Chelsea a few years ago when if Chelsea look back, they had the solutions in their squad all along. They never necessarily needed to sell the players, but they sold those players to buy new players. But the players they sold could have actually fitted what they needed to do. City will have that, looking back at the Palmers, the Rodgers, the Lavias, the Delaps, who needed to be seasoned and developed. They might look back and say, could a couple of these been assimilated into the team? Like maybe we didn't need to, we should have given Lavia game time, or maybe he wouldn't have been the player unless he played at Southampton for a season. Do you see what I mean? I don't know which side, but that's what I'm thinking.
Well,
Oh my God. Guess what? Arsenal are going to get a signing, but it's a fucking goalkeeper.
No way.
That's brilliant. Who is this guy?
Why are we
Spanish
paying
goalkeeper.
backup goalkeeper?
Yo, they're about to pay 35 million euros
Oh,
for
I
a
got it,
goalkeeper.
Wasn't
This
David
is
Raya
why
Stadium, though?
Arsenal win trophies. So they're willing to go out and get the
Guys,
top
it's a
signings
Calvin Trent.
over the line.
I got done by a fake account. I got done by a fake account.
Oh, okay, cool. I was about to say,
You guys going to start an
I got done by a
insurrection
fake account. I got done by
because
a
you
fake
got tricked by
Was it
David
fabric to you,
Warnock.
Romano?
If you guys look, I got done. Look at that. Wins Mike with like 3 likes. Like,
Man just reacted. Didn't even compose his. Take a touchy, gal.
It was a bit like the reaction of Igal when they drew Newcastle, just kind of unprompted, unscripted.
yeah, bro, yeah.
That didn't age well.
That was a good one.
When it goes down to these transfer moves, for those of you that say City are correcting their mistakes, let's kind of chill on that a little bit. All right, let's chill on that, because this is sports business. It's sports business where you're not able to anticipate everything in the market. I got this man right next to me, Chelsea. He's experienced everything. He still can't foresee what's about to happen. He's bought everything. I mean everything. And still has things where he needs to correct and adjust for. As well ran as you can be, there's still gonna be times where you're gonna have to adjust. You're gonna have to make corrections. No one can foresee when a player's gonna, you're gonna have your sheets. You're gonna see the number of minutes played, number of kilometers ran, but it still doesn't equate to when a player's gonna fall off or when a player's gonna quite peak and be ready. I think City are constantly relying on the scouting system. That's a big reason why a quote-unquote red cartel club stole our scouting reports. But we rely on these scouting because it is so key to us in terms of replenishing what's coming up next. And you got to trust within it. You actually have to trust that entire process. So I think City are like, they're young. Like, my man Ahmed, Chelsea fans, saying these are young, not necessarily needle movers, like Jay likes to say, in terms of impact right now, but trust that this scouting has constantly brought players that honestly are effective or of quality.
I think it's relevant to what you're saying.
Yeah, go ahead. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
No one knew Diaz, Akanji, Rodri, Alvarez, and others, so you're totally wrong. City have scouted players for years and now have kept winning and winning. Yeah, and hey, bang on, LB. What I wanted to emphasize is, like, this is what we need to rely on. Not these panic signings, not let's overreact because there's a bad spell. Everybody and their mama wants to remind me of the 1-12 or 1-13, now 2-15, whatever. It is about trust how you manage your team, because that's what longevity success is. That's what's got M all relaxed and ready to tell everybody about who he thinks was the greatest manager and who he thinks is the best club in England. But it's about being consistent. City are trying to do that, so I'm trusting them, not overreacting. I'm trusting in these young signings, and I also like the fact that we bring in competition. And honestly, everyone on this panel should be demanding that of our club.
Exactly.
Like we should be having 1 or 2 players by position, and you know what? Compete for the job. Compete for the role.
You know what? We're gonna have to.
One second. Can I just dispel this myth? Nobody knew who Rodri was. They paid £62.5 million. This is not some unknown guy. This was a potential world-class
in the sense of Ballon d'Or.
He hadn't ascended to these heights. I agree. Buster, 1 second. He hadn't ascended to these heights.
To say Diaz is on that list is wild. Also, Diaz was like a record signing center back.
Yeah, so these aren't unknown players. Yes, they were well scouted, and they went on to achieve and surpass their potential. It's good scouting, but they weren't unknown. Let's not make much about and say these are unknown.
It's like saying Van Dijk was unknown.
Yeah, Nah.
No, but you.
No.
All right.
That Marmoush, though,
maybe it was boosted a
he's a
little
baller,
bit
man.
because you guys looked at Diaz and you looked at Rodri. But Akanji, for example, even we got hugely criticized for Ake, taking Ake from a relegated team, right? And again, many would criticize it's not been the best signing, but when healthy, he's been phenomenal for us, and we've had several signings like that.
Let's go into the next topic quickly. M, you know what? Before we go to M, Ahmed, would you take Kobe Mainoo at Chelsea? Do you need him?
Listen,
what are we doing here, man?
Wait, why do we keep asking Chelsea fans would they take him?
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Guys, what are we doing?
I like that. That is a Jayism, by the way.
What
are we doing here?
One second. We're gonna come to you in a second.
It is a Jayism.
But let's get the actual rumor out of the way first. Kobe Mainoo is desired to get a new contract at Manchester United. He wants 200K a week. But at this moment in time, his agent has found a way to link him to Chelsea. So Chelsea desired to get Kobe Mainoo.
We were discussing the contract thing, weren't we?
No.
Yeah. We've got something to say on that as well.
We're going to do it again now.
No. Listen, shout out to my guy, shout out to Kobe Mainoo. I think he's definitely a talented, quality player. But I've already got another player, but you know, with the greatest level of respect, I would say no, because I think for me, I already got another guy that's been playing for the last 2 years in France that we've been developing, making sure that guy's going to be ready fast so that he can slot into the team straight away in Andre Santos. So and he's very similar.
One's proven though.
I hear that, but listen, we spent big money on Andre Santos, and I believe in him. And honestly, that guy right now is top 3 Ligue 1 players right now this season. And
you think when he comes to Chelsea, he'll be better than Mainoo?
Yes, I believe that. Yes,
wow.
That's why.
Okay, all right.
He's really like easy for me. Andre Santos, is a special talent. Honestly,
Stick him in the pile of the other Brazilian wonder kids.
But like, you know what it is?
Yo, Jay, you know that machine with the crane that just picks up? That's Chelsea. That's Chelsea players.
You think I forgot about what you did to Angelo? These guys think I forgot they sold Angelo to Saudi. You think I'm going to kiss you guys?
Let me hear from M. Is your boy worth 200K a week? And what do you think Manchester United is going to do?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's true. I don't think he wants 200K a week. I did see the report saying he may want that, but I don't think that's true. I'm not sure if you lot saw today. Ahmad signed a new deal to 2030. I think he's on 120. Jay, 22 years old.
30.
Yeah, but look at the point you're making. He's on 120. So Mainoo should obviously be on more than Diallo because he's done more for United than Diallo.
What? Hold on one second. Why should Kobe Mainoo be more than more than Amad Diallo?
Look at it like this. It's fact. You gave Bruno a 300 grand contract.
We're not talking about Bruno, bro. We're talking about Amad right now.
It's about context and the environment. I'm not negotiating my contract in isolation. Exactly. I'm going to look at what's going on around me and I'm going to be fair. So Ugarte, I think he's on 120. Okay. So Ugarte's on 120. He just come to the club. Bruno's on 300. Mount, whether you like him or not, he's on 300. Is it 250?
250 Mount.
Right.
Yeah. So
now Casemiro's on ridiculous. Now it's not my fault.
All of these guys,
my fault as Kobe Mainoo that you gave these contracts to these players. But now I'm going to look around the team and I'm going to say, right, if I'm Kobe Mainoo's agent, we do not sign for less than 150K. There's no way.
Bro, two wrongs don't make a right, yeah. And just
that's not Bruno. There's no duty.
These players are on their way out. Like Maguire, he's on 180.
No. Come on, M. Mainoo needs to be paid as equal to Luke Shaw, at least.
After what he's given,
Luke Shaw's on
150.
Hold on one second, bro. Hold on one second. Do you know how long Luke Shaw's been here? Even though he's done fuck all, do you know how long he's been here? Like, hold on one second. Kobe Mainoo
testimonial yet?
I don't know. I think he needs one at this point.
He must be about that time. He's been there for about 10 years, I reckon.
Okay, now I'm not trying to say. Look at Lamine. How much is? Do you think when Barcelona go into contract negotiations with Lamine, say, "Hey, you're only 18. It is a fiver and some fish and chip money. Go on, you little scam." Nah, they're like, here's quarter of a million. Please sign and don't leave us. So we have to do another lever.
You got to move like a big club, M. Come on now.
Yeah, man. Horizon just
Man
Horizon.
United saying 150 for Kobe Mainoo is too much.
The only thing I'll say, is I would question the idea that that Diallo has done more than Mainoo. Mainoo, he scored a winning goal in the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
So,
Ahmad,
hold on. Okay, so he scored a goal in the cup final. Let's not do that.
The
Because
winning
Ahmad done the
goal.
same thing when we won. I think the League Cup. It was Ahmad's goal that knocked Liverpool out
Ahmad,
the
what
cup
was
as
Ahmad
well.
doing when
So
you
it's
were
not
winning
all.
the Bro, it was
No,
Rashford.
Hold on one
Rashford
second. Hold on one
doing that.
second.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying
I feel like this is Kobe's
I'm
Em,
saying
you didn't
Mainoo's done.
like when Jay
I would say
brought up other
Mainoo's done
players.
more
Why
than-
you
I
bring
would
up
say
Ahmed?
Mainoo's done more than Ahmad. I think
Sorry?
so. Anyway, I would.
You think Kobe? Yeah. For me, it's not just that. I think you have to judge it off age as well. Ahmad has actually been. He's had his struggles for Man United. You know what I mean? And this is. I think he deserves it.
Why do you
Ahmad, I'm
like
not gonna lie.
Okay,
Especially,
no.
let me just
One
say
second.
why though. Yeah, he went on
Yeah,
loan to Sunderland. He went on loan to was it Rangers? Yeah, he's had a shit time here, especially under Eric Ten Hag as well. And he so far he's had a good season. Last season he was supposed to have his first breakout season, and I think he had a bad injury, so he was just on and off with no consistency. This season, you know, he's playing well, and I think 120 for a 22-year-old is not too bad. But Kobe Mainoo, this is kind of like his first deal, so I just don't want to rush him into like the 150. I'll be honest with you, he's only 19, and I'm not trying to give him.
This is scandalous pocket watching. You just
Yeah.
want the
No,
best
you're
for him.
not
You don't
watching
want
this
to
No,
skip
it's not
over
even
him.
that. No. Do you know what? So what
I-
do you say? Give him 200k now. Is that what you're saying?
No, but
No,
I would say
Raps, I'll let you come in now. But what I'm saying is,
Lenny
Look.
Euro is getting 115 right now, and he's 18.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say.
I'm
though.
saying
So
Lenny
that's-
Euro.
So that's
Lenny
a good-
Euro's on
And
120.
he's done more than
plus,
Lenny
yeah?
Euro. He's done more than
That's what
Lenny
we were
Euro.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Of course, so he has to
done
be
more
on
than
more
Lenny
than
Euro.
Lenny Euro.
But I would say
Yeah.
both. I
He
would
has
say
done more
both
than
of them should
Lenny
be on less. I mean, obviously Lenny Euro.
Oh, here we
100
go. Here we
No,
go.
I'm
Rax
just saying,
trying to
like,
say they should be
if
on
you,
less.
no, I'm saying they both should be on less. Like, I agree with the fact that 120 grand.
That's not the point, though,
Mainoo is a
Rax.
lot.
The point is Euro is currently on 120.
Yeah,
and
I
is
didn't
trying to
know
talk
that. I thought
down.
I thought that
No,
was.
no,
I thought it was on less. I thought it was maybe on 80 grand a week or 50 grand a week or something.
All right, guys.
I'm saying 100 to like 140. That's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. But like,
Now you don't
You
want to
are
give him
coming up-
150 on principle.
but listen, I know the first thing all you rival fans are gonna say as soon as he signs that deal. So much money for a 19-year-old United are desperate. All of you will start coming up like
But
it's just,
that's
you can't win.
but that's the point. You are desperate. Yeah.
You are,
If you were second in the league and you were trying to re-up his contract, he won't be asking for 150. He'd be like,
Facts.
I want to be here. Yeah. But because you're ass, yeah, and it happens to be contract. And also, don't forget, Ahmad's contract was coming up. I don't think you guys would be trying to give Ahmad 120 if his contract wasn't coming up. Now you're doing a
Yeah,
negotiation.
we were in negotiations with.
Oh,
for a
but
long
Now,
guys,
time,
what I'm
to
saying
be
is,
honest.
you've got
United
negotiation
players-
now. Do the right negotiation, because in a year's time, you'll be looking back at this moment thinking we should have just paid the kid.
But also, Gal, I know what you're going to say. Man United's got the second highest wage bill in the Prem, right? Or the
Bro,
first
you
highest.
pay Anthony 200k a week, of course.
Yeah. But this is what I'm trying to say. We're
Great
trying to
business,
fix this
great
problem.
business.
We're trying to fix this issue.
They're trying to
Like,
fix it.
Casemiro,
They're trying to fix
Casemiro's leaving now. That's why he's been frozen out. Rashford, we're trying to offload him. Apparently, I saw Spurs were interested in loaning Rashford. Did anyone see that?
This is exactly what Arsenal went through. This is exactly what Arsenal went through. Man United are trying to do that. I hear everybody when he does that.
100% right.
Yeah, this is Chelsea. Chelsea did what Man United are trying to do in like 2 seasons. So let's see how long it takes.
I don't think no one can just spend 1.5 billion. Like, just.
Yeah,
You wait.
definitely.
No
Hold
one
on,
can
hold
do
on.
the Chelsea thing.
Sorry. Hold on. Do we honestly believe that United will
Oh,
get
guys,
the
big
wage
news,
bills
big news,
down?
big news.
Yeah, I think we will.
Big news.
Yeah.
1 second.
We're
1
doing
second.
it now. I think we're
Stop
already.
everything.
Are you sure this is big news?
Yeah.
everything.
Is this legit? Is this
Are you
legit?
sure?
Just another goal
What are you
keeper right
trying
now.
to say, though?
Stop
Double check the
everything.
source.
Stop
Double check the source.
everything. Stop everything. Legit. Man City are now on the verge of signing the Uzbekistani.
Berger's a
I
decent
haven't seen
source.
much of him. You know, is he? Anyone know much about this player?
As I was saying, he's a very raw talent, bro. I've watched him quite a bit. He's very good,
50
but he's very
million
raw
euros, you know.
talent, bro. But
Yeah,
I think it's
Euros.
too soon. I think the move is too soon for him, for me personally. But
Yeah.
I
I'm
think,
gonna talk
like,
this down. I'm gonna downplay this. There's gonna be no hyping this. There's not about a regen of this said player. Hey,
But you
we're
need
back.
squad
This
depth.
is gonna be
That's massive.
no.
One
What'd you
second,
say?
that's massive though. You need squad depth. You need a signing. You need to address your defensive issues. You go and address it. This is what big clubs do, and this is why they fucking win leagues.
Yeah, but I think as well.
I mean,
he's got,
we
the
win
one
it
thing
for
I
a
know,
lot
he's
of
got
different
pace.
reasons, but yeah.
He's got pace, and I think
Is he
that's
a
one thing
centre back or a
that
centre mid?
Pep's noticed in his
Centre
back line, and
Centre
probably seen Van der Ven at Spurs at how very, and with Walker as well. It's almost like the back line's always had somebody who's got that X factor pace.
Yeah.
And this guy's got that X factor pace. So I
He
think from that point of view, it makes a logical sense to add a skill that they're lacking in the defense at the moment, bringing it back in, and it'll help them. So yeah, it makes sense.
Do you think he's going to play as a fullback? Do you think he's going to
Also,
play as a
a
fullback?
major exodus in the summer, guys. Kyle Walker leaving, Ederson leaving, and now reportedly John Stones set to leave Man City in the summer.
Yep.
Is this guy coming in? Do you think he's going to be played as a fullback, or is he going to be played as a proper centre back?
Centre back, I think.
I think he's going to play as a center back, to be honest with you. I think Pep's going to start him centrally, and if he does move him out wide, then maybe situationally, because we've seen him do the same thing with Kvaratskhelia, but his physicality is a huge plus, and I think it gives us.
Is he a big guy? How tall is he?
No, I think he's like 6'2". So
He's not, but he's 6'2", but I think, like the way he's able to use his body is very good. That's one thing I will give him credit for.
That adds 2 inches, huh? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. But like again, for me, again with him, I just think he's very, very raw. So I was surprised that City went for him, because even us as Chelsea fans,
we're future proofing. That's what we're doing.
No. I get what you're saying, but because that's the type of signing even we would make, to be honest. And I was a bit apprehensive on this one, because I was like,
wait. Oh, you were apprehensive on the signing?
Yes, because I was like, this one's a bit too raw. Does that make sense? Like, it's too raw. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, guys. Next, we got to talk about this. I think this is Jay's favorite topic. Managers getting sacked. You got Sean Dyche.
Wow. What is that for?
No, because Jay, you like talking about other teams outside of the.
I do like talking about other teams. Oh, you made that sound gossipy. I do like talking about other
teams. Don't read into it too much. I'm just simply saying.
He's like, don't listen to the words I'm saying. Okay,
Everton deserve to go down, man.
Forest, Everton, West Ham. Jay loves talking about teams outside of the.
Listen, just a point on this, yeah. This to me is quite a big gamble by Everton.
100%. They deserve to go down, bro. I can't lie.
Acting like they're 10 points clear of relegation and stuff. These guys are out the relegation zone.
Just like 5 or 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Guys would have definitely kept them up 100%.
That's what I'm saying.
Now,
I don't know who they're bringing in who's definitely keeping them up.
Everton right now, they're 16th. They're 16th in the league.
16th, bro. How many points?
And they literally are on 17 points, right? They're 1 point.
Bro, listen.
Wolves is 1 point behind them.
If you're telling me right now who gets more points, right? Although Ipswich still below them. Give me that league table, please.
Ipswich is behind them, but Everton have got a game in hand.
You're telling me now between now
wait, that fire is real?
Nah, bro.
Yes,
you're telling me
it's
between
real.
now and the end of the season, Everton get more.
Did they not
points
play
than
today?
Wolves and Ipswich.
Bro, he got
They're
fired.
playing now. Yeah, they're playing now. Leighton Baines and Chambers Coleman.
Honestly,
that's ridiculous.
A mad sacking.
I can't lie. Yeah,
Wait.
They deserve to go down.
Bro, it's real.
I thought it wasn't. It didn't clue in, because I'm like, are they not playing in the FA? Like, what's happening?
He's sacked. He put a blunt statement out with 47-word statement about Sean Dyche after getting sacked.
That's crazy.
That was it.
You know what?
I was just going to say one thing before you go. The one thing they're 1-0 up right now, but my issue with them is they're one of the better defenses. 25 goals conceded is not bad. The problem is 15 goals conceded is second worst in the scored is the worst in the league. They can't score goals. They need to go and sign an attacking player. Neil Mopai.
They need to go to Dubai, right?
Oh, bro, have you seen it? Have you seen the names linked for the new
You know what it is? Yeah, I feel like Everton today.
Mourinho, Southgate.
Everton for me have made a massive mistake.
Could you imagine Mourinho at Everton, bro?
Everyone's talking over each other. Let me just simply say they have a number one candidate, and the number one candidate is David Moyes.
No, it's
got three. Mourinho, Southgate.
Mourinho turned down the position.
Is it?
Yeah, David Moyes is open to returning to
target.
But I just think for me,
hold on. But the thing is that I don't understand.
finished.
You're saying that
Sorry.
they don't know. They've not like they've sat Dyche without having their replacement ready.
This is the replacement now.
They're going down, bro.
They deserve to go down,
They're
bro.
going down.
They genuinely deserve to go
hold
down.
on, listen. Can I just quickly say, yeah, Everton, yeah. So looking at this now, first of all, we've got to say Everton are going to get more points than Ipswich and Wolves between now and the end of the season to stay up. Yeah, I'm not sure they will. Because obviously, look above them. Palace is like 4. I don't think Palace finished below Everton. So basically, Everton are already in a mini league to go down, right? Secondly, Everton have a new stadium next season. Yeah, so Everton need to be in the Premier League. For them to make this decision, to me, is crazy.
I know, but they have an advantage over all the other relegation teams. They have one of the best defenses in the league.
Bro, under Dyche, they have sacked the manager that gave them that defense. What do you mean?
But the problem is, guys, yeah, and I want to put it like this, yeah. Sean Dyche, yeah, he's the guy that has the know-how. He actually knows how to get you to stay up, and he set you guys up quite well. I actually think this season they've not even been that bad, all things considered. Considering the team he's had and consider what he's got, he's not done a bad job. And you know what it is, yeah? This is the same ish thing here that happened at Burnley, where they sacked him thinking things are gonna get all rosy and better, and you know what happens? It always gets worse. That's what's gonna happen.
Do you know what's weird as well?
Banter aside, would Arteta keep them up?
Yeah.
Why are we asking this question, bro?
But that's
he needs to worry about winning trophies, bro.
No, but that's got nothing to do with the topic. What I wanted to say was, yeah, you've gone for a similar style manager, like David Moyes.
What would Morosky keep Everton?
Don't play this game.
It's not going to keep
Mario Zagallo keep them up.
I'm just
would Terry Venables keep them up? Would Kanye keep them up? I mean, that's it.
I like that, G.
You get it. But anybody else have anything else to say on this? Because that was just a quick little montage about Everton.
Sean Dyche always wins. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I was just gonna say, why would you go like so? David Moyes, for me, he's a similar type manager to Sean Dyche. If anything, they both like to play the.
He's been in the similar situation.
What about Gary O'Neill?
You might as well throw him in.
Why? He's gonna get the money.
No, you know what it is, Gary O'Neill. Gary O'Neill. I think he needs a job that's got stability, bro. You know what I mean? I can't like that. I feel sorry for him.
Nah, Gary O'Neill will give you 12 months of goodness.
I think Gary O'Neill is
get Ollie in. Get Ollie in.
Ollie.
Yeah. Anyways,
maybe Ljungberg, innit? Freddie Ljungberg. I know he obviously was a man.
Let's go on to the next one. Right now, I'm getting roasted by my own fan base because I made a joke about Buemo's hairline. They're like, "Yo, what? You're weird."
I saw that. Did you Photoshop some hair onto him?
No, that's actually a real photo of him 2 years ago.
He looks all right with that. Does he have hair?
That's Buemo 2 years ago. What he's changed a lot.
He needs to visit Turkey. He'd be getting a Man United move if he had that hairline.
Listen, all I know is how do you go from that to this in 2 years?
Bro, aren't you bald? Aren't you bald?
I don't want to speak to
him. Okay. He got a little bit of hair today, so he's like,
you know what?
He's got that spray thing going on.
Yeah, he's like, how do you go to Pierluigi Collina in 2 years? All right, go. Chill out, bro.
You know what it is, yeah. I don't want to say too much.
My point was, if he had a hairline like this, more people would be interested in signing him.
You know what? Aura. But you know what it is, I'm just gonna be honest, yeah. When you go from the way his hairstyle was to that, there's certain drugs that can help you speed run into that. That's what I'm saying. So
you're saying performance enhancements.
If I speak, I mean, listen.
Is this what Mudryk was on? Is this what Mudryk was on?
That's what Mudryk was losing hair, man. That's what Mudryk's doing. That's why he's going bold recently, bro.
Okay, guys, we gotta talk about Spurs.
I'm sorry, the last comment is just.
We gotta talk about Spurs. Oh yeah, that's wild. What the hell? What the hell? Listen, all our minds are corrupted. Next, next we're gonna talk about Spurs. Ange Postecoglou's prayers were answered. Liverpool were robbed by Spurs, but Spurs won 1-0 at home in the Carabao Cup. Were Liverpool robbed, or should Van Dijk have been sent off and Tottenham were robbed? What is it?
Right. Listen. Sometimes you can reach the analysis and nobody has to be robbed. Sometimes people just go about their day, and nobody's wrong. Nobody has
Sometimes
anything.
people are just walking
about
about their business.
No, Jay, that
And
was
then
What
one day-
neighborhood are you living in?
Jay,
No
that
one's
was a
getting
second
robbed.
time. 100% second yellow, bro.
The guy is so used to that there must be a victim. I'm the victim. No, sometimes there's no victim. Sometimes we just play football.
What kind
And
of posh neighborhood are you
and-
living in,
and
Jay?
yes,
No one's getting
listen,
robbed.
Listen, Bergvall could, maybe should have been sent off, and Spurs got away with one. But I think Liverpool, that offside was very ropey on the Solanke goal. That was some 1980s pixelated line I was seeing. That was not a proper. Get the protractor out, and I'm like, I think Spurs deserved it on the balance of play. Honestly, that was terrible. Who did that? That line,
You
seriously.
should have said ruler. Why did you
You
say
know,
projector?
you could tell Jay didn't pass his GCSE in maths, though, because he drew a protractor. And we all know
I
what
said
a
protractor. I
protractor's
didn't
got
say
to be doing
protractor.
lines.
Fucking hell, bro.
Man.
He's trying to draw circles.
You know what I mean, bro? Do you know what
You're
I
trying to
mean?
find the angle, man. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I was just trying to find the angle. There we go. Great save.
Anyways,
Great save. That's
Do
what I meant
me
all
a
the time.
favor. Do me a favor. Pick up your
Hmm?
goalkeeper. That you
Although,
guys
Igal, by the way, Igal, I don't see your defeat to Newcastle in the title. Why is that?
Oh, because we're gonna bury that. We're gonna bury
There's
that.
no, Igal.
Didn't happen. Didn't happen.
Don't
honest
go too
truth
much
is-
into
the
Tottenham.
honest
And
truth
I want
The
Rax to
defeat
talk.
to Newcastle. The defeat
Go
to
on.
Newcastle is not headline stories. The headline story is Arsenal
Bro,
versus Man United.
hold on. Listen.
The defeat to
did our
Newcastle has
thing
already been
and we
covered on the
discussed that.
channel.
But you lost at home 2-0 to Newcastle with your full strength.
You just
team
had a
that you have
historic win
available.
versus Liverpool in the cup, and you're talking about me.
No,
I
I'm
wanna
talking.
talk about Arsenal a
Hold
bit,
on. We have to play a team in the final if we make it there.
That's the main event, man. That's the main event.
To talk
Literally,
about
Ahmed.
considering
Bro,
we've
all I gotta
we've
say
not
is
been together.
what a great cup final for you. If you get
No, hold on,
swept
Igal.
with
We've not
Newcastle.
been together to discuss anything since then. So since we've last met, you've lost to Newcastle at home in the cup, and we beat Liverpool.
Preach,
in the cup.
Jay, preach.
Both of those stories are viable, seeing as they both happened in the past, 48,
And
72
you know
hours.
something? If you wanted to spend a little bit more time to talk about Bergvall and your goalkeeper, I'd be okay with that. But we'll get to it.
Bro, they were
If I may-
fantastic. It's wonderful that listen, we brought Gray, Bergvall, Kinski, Odebear, and I'm understanding now short-term pain, long-term gain, because some of these players would not be coming to our club unless we promised them X amount of minutes. Yeah, like to get these players, we had to promise them a certain amount
Promise
of
the
minutes.
minutes.
That probably meant
Bad practice.
I know it is, but we've now got some of these players into the club and squad, and I'm looking at them. I'm like, wow, like 18, Archie Gray, 18, playing centre back like that.
What about
That's
Khusanov? Did he
very,
play
very
Khusanov
good.
minutes?
what he's doing. He's normalizing excellence because he's playing as a centre back, and he's not a centre back. Yeah, and he's 18 years old, first season in the Prem.
Well, sorry.
I'm like,
Hold
wow.
on. Jay likes to throw out these catchphrases. What do you mean he did what?
Normalizing
He's
excellence.
normalizing excellence. What do you mean by that?
I'm
We literally have the
saying,
worst defense in the league.
Archie Gray against Liverpool was excellent, right?
He was.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I'm saying it's like, do you remember when Reis Oxford played that game for West Ham against Arsenal, and then for the next 2 years, it's all anybody spoke about. Yeah,
Okay.
Archie Gray's performance against Liverpool was so good, but no one's talking about it. So what we've done now is we've normalized excellence. We've said this thing that this kid's done,
right.
which is so good. We're not even going to talk about it. We're going to
No.
talk about it because that's
So we're
how
going off
mature
one
this guy
game,
is.
one League Cup game, yeah.
Yeah, but if I may, I want to listen. We should give Tottenham their props. They did a good job. Shout out to the young lad for getting his first goal. I think it was Bergvall as well. We should listen. We should give them credit where credit is due. The one thing about Spurs that you have to give them credit for, even us, City, for example, Chelsea's also gone through this as of recently, and other clubs. We've gone through a rut where we've just not been able to put the ball into the back of the net. But one thing and has gone consistently out of your team It's the ability to score consistently, bro. It don't matter who we facing, you guys are gonna score goals. And like that's genuinely one of the best advantages for any team to have, like the ability to know we're at least gonna get one goal in this. And the fact we're even able to keep clean sheet against Liverpool was kind of crazy. But it's if I look at the next fixture at Anfield, I have to say, advantage Spurs.
Bro,
Romero coming back. Romero's coming back. Van de Ven coming back.
The thing is, people don't understand, we just don't need to lose.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we need to get a result. We don't need to go there and win. We need to go there. And 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, when we beat Arsenal to the Champions League.
Don't talk about that game right now. We're doing too much.
When we beat Arsenal to the Champions League.
Don't talk about that game right now. We have time. Let the current.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say we're capable of going to Liverpool and getting a draw. Yeah, I'm just saying,
But
Rack. But can I just say, Kinski? Oh my God! Yeah, I don't want to go too early on this goalkeeper. But Mamma Mia! Oh,
but it's not. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it.
Standing ovation to the scouts.
Wow.
No, because listen. This kid, 21, bought on Saturday, flies in Monday, has 2 training sessions with the team. Yeah,
on Tuesday, just like
that.
Song.
That's wild. I'm telling you, this kid. He could. I was watching this game thinking, "Damn, Vicario, you might not get your spot back because that's how good the kid played for his first game without his true centre backs." I was like, "Wow, we actually look solid. We look stable." I now see the material difference between having. If we'd had this keeper instead of Fraser Forster, who's not even been terrible, but if we'd had this guy, just this keeper, not even our defenders back, but just this guy for the last 5-6 games, we would have at least 5-6 more points comfortably.
You know what this monologue has taught me about Jay. This man is he's like the Martin Luther King of football. He says words, and even Miguel is like, "Yeah, man, I feel it. I got it. I'm with you, Johnny. I'm with you."
Wow.
Okay, what are you saying for Ange?
Yeah, bro. Listen, I told you, Ange gets the season regardless, but he's learning. This run is making him a better manager, and I know people will be like, "I'm like, he's adapting, he's tweaking, he's trying different things," and I think for me. This is what I want to see. Last few games, we lost 1-0 to Forest. Probably did enough to get a draw. We just got hit on the counter. Against Newcastle, played pretty well. Against Liverpool, played well. These players, it's not like the final steps for a manager who's walking towards the gallows. These players are still playing for him. They're trying for him. They're running for him. So these players haven't lost faith in what the manager's trying to do. So neither should I.
Can we talk about Liverpool, man? Is this the beginning, as they say, of the end?
The beginning of the end.
It's certainly it's the end of the beginning. I don't know if it's the beginning of the end.
Listen, shout out to Shakespeare, obviously. As a fellow linguist myself,
shout out to Shakespeare. You're a real one.
No, but
you should say one.
One thing I would definitely ask you, Rack, is that and I said this on Hussam show actually a little bit earlier. It definitely looks like the team is starting to look a little bit. What's the word the word I would use is a bit more leggy. And I think that, and particularly in that midfield area, right, where I think they've been played the most consistently, in terms of Gravenberch and McAllister. Is that something that you're a little bit worried about, in terms of affecting you?
Not really, not at the moment. I didn't actually think. I thought it was quite a good game the other day, and I thought we played all right. I thought we played decently, and it was a little bit slow. We weren't shooting off the passes as quickly, so we lacked a little bit of pace. But in general, I thought we played okay as a team. There were individual moments where we weren't so good, and some players dwelt on the ball a little bit too much, and things like that. But I'm not super worried at this stage. If we go to Forest and lose at Forest, and then they're 3 points behind, then obviously my concerns will increase accordingly. But Yeah, I'm not.
Wait,
I'm not that worried.
Whoa.
Mm.
Your concerns of what?
If we lose at Forest, then Forest only 3 points behind us.
And what's your concern that Forest would win the league?
No. My concern is that we're going into a period potentially of bad form, and I would.
And what? You go into bad form. Is your concern Arsenal? Is your concern Forest? Is
That's
your
No,
concern?
I know. I want us. I'm not really concerned about other teams. I want my form to maintain, because
Exactly, yes.
I expect other teams to drop points. I expect us to drop points, but I think there are certain critical times when you drop points. Like if we drop points in the last 2 or 3 games of the season, as long as we're clear enough at that point, I'm not really that bothered. But we don't want to. Right now, I think it's difficult for Arsenal. It's difficult for most of the other teams because they don't see as much of an opportunity, especially with some of the positions. Obviously, Arsenal haven't got Saka, who's a huge player for them. I think if they see us lose and they haven't got Saka, for example, I can understand why they would potentially get more enthusiastic and they think, oh, maybe Liverpool are going to have their blip. I also think that other teams, we will drop points, but I also think other teams will drop points. But I still think we'll win the league. Right now, at this point, I still think we'll win the league.
Yeah, I just heard the word concern, so I was like, what would you be concerned? Because I think this league is pretty much yours.
Quiet. I've been quiet, and M's got to go, so we got to talk about Man United Arsenal.
True.
Yeah, man.
We must.
And
Saved by the bell, right?
While we're talking about Man United Arsenal, Jay, feel free to include the Newcastle game and whatever you want to talk about in that game also. So
Looking forward to it. I'll take this into the invitation.
We can include the both. But M, how you feeling, bro? Because I know you gotta go soon. How you feeling about that game?
I'm feeling I'm nervous, obviously, because I'm still we're still in the mud. I still don't think we're out of this rut that we're in, even though we drew against Liverpool. I keep saying we beat them, we drew against Liverpool. But yeah, man, I think depending on what team we go with, I just can't lose, man. This is the game I can't lose. FA Cup, Arsenal. I think, I just can't. I can't have this loss, man.
Why?
But I think.
Tell us why.
They beat us twice, I think. They beat us this season already once, isn't it, with the 2 set pieces.
You don't want the loss because you want this trophy, or you don't want the loss because it's
not
Arsenal?
necessarily. It's Arsenal FA Cup for me. And I just can't. And now look, they're out of the League Cup or the Carabao, and a lot of our Arsenal fans are like, we're still in all competitions. So all right, cool. So hopefully, come Sunday, they'll be out of another one. That's what it's about.
I hear it.
What about you? The guy, he's silent. Look here.
The guy, man. The streets are saying, man, this is like game of the season, bro. Like this is like
it's make or break. That's what I'm saying.
The season is hinging on Sunday, bro. That's what they're saying, bro. The whole watching.
Arsenal are 1 defeat away from crisis.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Yes.
No, because
what if Arsenal go out of the FA Cup?
No, but they're still in the Champions League, and you're not going to keep saying that.
I'm not saying it's nuclear button time, but like if Arsenal go out of the FA Cup to 14th place, Man United, there's going to be questions. It will be discussed at length. And
no, but bro, it's a cup game, isn't it?
The turnaround is you've just lost to Newcastle. To follow that up with going out to and the setup for this game is horrible for Arsenal. They played 90 minutes on Tuesday. Yeah. United have had a week's rest, right? United in the last game with Arsenal were pretty solid, bar the set pieces. True. Yeah. It was solid in the game, right? So they've had a week to work on this plan. It's a 90-minute game, straight to penalties. No extra time, no replay. Yeah. The setup for this is awesome. Not nice for Arsenal, in my opinion. Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I'm leaning towards, I think United can get it done in this game because the set pieces is the key thing for this game. And if you've had a week to work on it, United have got to come with some sort of plan to stop it. I'm not saying they can't because Arsenal are so good at it.
Big game.
There's no excuses. If United lose this game to a set piece, they can have no excuses. I'm saying they've got a good chance. How they set up against Liverpool? If you're going to tell me that Liverpool team that played last weekend against United is worse than the Arsenal team that's going to show up, I would be surprised. I don't think it is. I don't think it was. So for me, big game for Arsenal.
Huge.
Big game for United because they've gone out of the League Cup. Obviously, it's now down to the FA Cup and Europa. United want to be in Europe next season. FA Cup is a great avenue.
Do they?
Oh yeah, we went to
Yes,
Europa.
yes.
Jay, I
Maybe
think
Conference League. Maybe Conference
the
League. man, you know,
genius-
Conference
No,
League.
Europa League,
There's
we
a
need
dinner
that.
lady whose job hangs on United winning the FA Cup.
Literally.
No.
So
They-
I mean, listen, they're cutting
No,
jobs.
no,
The way
they
they're cutting jobs.
Ratcliffe cut all that already. They've cut all that already.
He's cutting them all, bro.
I'm gonna say this real quick because I got to
Big
drop.
up.
United got self-serve. United got self-serve at the canteen, man. No
Yeah,
dinner
absolutely.
ladies.
You check out your own food now, and you know
It's
it's
like,
all-
yeah.
Self-service
It's like
cooking
Wings.
is
It's like
crazy,
Wings
bro.
buffet. It's like Wings buffet.
Wait, why are people losing their mind at United being in Europe next season? I don't get it. Like, if we win Europa
No,
League,
no. I feel like
the only team I'm worried about is
chill,
Spurs.
bro. Chill,
it.
bro. Chill,
What do you mean
bro.
chill?
That's I've got
Oh,
aspirations.
that's what I said. The
that's
only
it.
team I'm looking at is Spurs for
Yo,
for
Egal
Europe. That's
crew.
it.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I got to drop.
No, by the way, who do you play in the
Bro,
Africa Cup?
got some
One
quick-
second,
quick-
Vader.
quick
Who do you play in the
thoughts
Africa Cup?
It's a huge game. I'm really
Accrington and Stanley.
Salford
What?
City.
That's us.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
a
Salford
huge
City.
game.
Isn't that starting somebody's club?
Neville.
Yeah, Neville,
Neville.
Beckham,
The
and all
class
that
of
lot.
92 club. It's the
Goals
class of
in them,
92
man.
club.
Are you gonna win?
I don't
You
talk about
must.
wins anymore. I just want the result. Ever since
Oh.
we've been in
He's
that
just
terrible form.
enjoying the ride. Raiders back to
Yeah,
enjoying
right
the
now
ride.
it's just
One
about
game
the
at a
result.
time, man. One game at a time. That's
Just
it,
about the
bro.
result. Let me see who's
One game at a
healthy. Let
time.
me see who plays. Honestly, no one other than City are going to be watching this game because it's not a high profile one. But let me get this win and move on. All eyes on the Arsenal United game for sure. Igal's absolutely right. If Arsenal lose, the YouTube algorithm is going to be at peak efficiency. So put out some content. I will be watching. And guys, till Sunday. Talk to you guys soon, man.
Big up, man.
You're
Yeah, Raider, man.
Have a good
Shout
one.
out to you, bro.
And yeah. So what is the next game that you guys want to talk about, or do you want to stay on the Arsenal game?
No.
I
Let's,
don't
we're not done with Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
I mean, what is
Hey,
there to
Gal,
say
what-
about
what-
Arsenal, Gal? Like, bro, talk to me, bro, because
On a serious note,
no signing. Like, what I mean by that, yeah.
let me tell you guys the team that we're gonna play. Neto is a cup keeper who's cup tied, and he's only
Oh.
allowed to play in the FA Cup. So this is gonna be his first game for Arsenal.
Okay.
Then you have what do you call it? Zinchenko, who's probably going to be back in the team for the first time in a long time. The rest of the back line is going to be relatively first choice. The midfield, Jorginho is going to probably start.
Sorry, isn't Calafiori fit?
Calafiori is fit, but we are also going to ease him back in because he's been in and out of the side recently a lot, and Zinchenko hasn't played at all. So you're going to want to give him some game time. What's next? The midfield, maybe Mikel Moreno, Odegaard, and Jorginho. That's what I would assume. Or maybe Declan Rice, Jorginho, and Odegaard. One of those three. I don't think Partey plays this game. You save him for Spurs. And then the front three, I'm going Jesus, Martinelli, and Havertz up top. So that's the team that I think is going to play this game. And we're basically rotating 4 players out of our best 11. And we're probably going to play a stronger team in the league versus Tottenham.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not worried with that team that you mentioned, to be honest. Like, no Saka. It's
I don't blame you to be worried.
But you know, listen, guys. Yeah, let's talk about Arsenal a little bit. Yeah, I think it's kind of like disgraceful that that you guys are kind of what is it called, a crisis? One game away from a crisis. It's kind of crazy, bro. In terms of like what was expected from you, it's just I just find it so perplexing. It's just like, there's no words. I think I could add, maybe even Jay could add a few words. No, he's got a few honorifics that he can add for sure. But like, myself, I just don't know what to say at this point, bro. Like, if you lose to these guys, then you go into the Spurs game, right? And then Spurs somehow managed to get a draw against you, or even win with the squad they have. It's just, where do you go from here, bro? Where do you go from there? Why do you go from there, bro?
Yeah,
The thing is, I don't get you. Why are you surprised? The thing I'm saying, why are you surprised about is this? Why are you surprised that we're always one result away from a crisis? Arsenal is in a state of crisis 24/7 almost. If we drop points, it is the end of the world.
But is like the government, bro. Like,
if we lose, 1 second, if we drop points, people say it's the end of the world. If we lose, it's the end of the world. But the honest reality is, from the club's perspective, we're still second in the league. We're still 6 points off the table. Our attack has been horrendous, and we just lost to Newcastle at home 2-0. And off the back of that result, if we were to lose again, 2 cup games where we lose, get knocked out of the FA Cup, have an uphill battle versus Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, and potentially going into a league game versus Tottenham, where if we ever lose at home to Tottenham, you might as well burn the club down.
Bloody hell.
Oh my God.
Bro, did you see your manager talking about the league, the Carabao Cup, the football, saying it's like different to the Premier League ball and blaming it, and that's why you couldn't hit the target?
I mean, like, I think
that's cheeky. That's cheeky.
Just on this.
He was asked the question. He was asked the question.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like,
bro, all I'm saying is when you're losing 2-0, when you lost 2-0 at a game with a game like that, no comment.
But that's the point, Em. It's like sometimes comments like that will always sound like, I mean, if I'm giving Arteta a pass because I'm in a good mood. Do you know what I mean? I'm giving him like, but he is the same guy who said disgracia and got off from a ban, which Arsenal fans never talk about. But we'll deal with that another time. With Arsenal, Igal, I think the thing is that you got to. I think sometimes it's very easy to be a prisoner of the moment with the criticism of Arsenal. They have, whilst not being sparkling on the eye, been consistent with results and done well this season. They're obviously they're a hard team to beat.
Have we done well?
Yes, you've done. You've done.
Have we done well?
You've done well. You've not done great.
You haven't overachieved, but you've kept up.
Based on expectations, have we reached what we were supposed to do?
I feel you're maybe a notch below where you should be, but then Liverpool are several notches higher than where we thought they were going to be. So it looks worse.
And also, if you get to like a semi-final in the Champions League or something and still actually finish second, because I still think Liverpool would drop points, but you never know. Getting knocked out of the League Cup and Carabao Cup and Champions League,
I still expect to beat you guys. With everything I've said, I still expect to beat you guys. But the reason why we are going into this game favorites at home, and there is a large portion of Arsenal fans saying, where are we going to get the goals from? Because our goals without Bukayo Saka are really drying up. And another thing we've learned, we spoke about Martin Odegaard being Arsenal's best player. He's not. The best players at Arsenal are Bukayo Saka and William Saliba. And I could have told you that from the jump. But a lot of Arsenal fans, maybe at times even myself, were convinced that Martin Odegaard was a lot more.
You nearly said confused.
Yeah, I am confused.
Look, the thing is, the reality is,
the word is heartened. I'm disheartened by the state of which my club is in right now.
No, I understand that. But look, the thing is, people, I've said this before, right? People will enjoy taking the piss out of Arsenal stuff. But if any of our clubs were in that same situation, there would also be internal meltdowns as well. We lost to Spurs and half our fan base were up in arms about it. We would draw against another team this is just modern fans, or at least not younger fans, but a certain element of almost every fan base, regardless of the results, they always want to get more. Like, even at the start of this stream, like, you were almost incredulous with me about the fact that I wasn't super hyped up about getting Kvaratskhelia. Like, I'll worry about that point when it happens. Obviously, I'm not criticizing you, but I'm just saying different people have different opinions, so you shouldn't take that too much to heart. Secondly, Arsenal's drop off has been a bit tricky, right? And it's not ideal, but you are still close to being one of the better. Well, you are one of the better teams in the Premier League and one of the best teams in Europe. I think it's going to be difficult for you to win I said to you before, I think there's a potential you could win, for example, a Champions League or other trophies. I think that becomes very, very much more difficult when you haven't got Saka. Of course it does. And look, from a purely selfish point of view, I'm looking at myself and saying I want to win the league and I want to win the Champions League because I think we're capable of doing that this season. Because I look around and I see the competition, and I don't see a Man City who are of that level. And even when the last couple of years when Real Madrid have won the trophy, Man City, they've knocked Man City out twice. But in every one of those games that Man City played them, Man City were infinitely better across the tyres. But somehow Real Madrid pulled it out of the bag. So what I'm saying is that if one of my competitors, I hope, sorry, I don't want to jinx it, but I hope Arsenal go out before Bukayo Saka gets a chance to come back, because then it makes hopefully my path to another Champions League victory. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Easier.
I don't want to say bad things about Saka. I'm just saying I hope when Saka comes back, Arsenal will be stronger. I don't want Arsenal to be stronger. I want to win the Champions League. I want the easiest route possible to win Champions League.
As you should. And I expect everybody here to probably say Arsenal are still favorites with everything that I've said versus Man United.
Yeah, I would say so. Arsenal at home, sure.
We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna be a bit more neutral on this one, I'm afraid.
I think at home, it's been a difficult place for us in the last couple of seasons.
I'm going with a 1-0 set piece goal. What do you guys think?
You know what the issue is, like
scoring.
Yeah,
set piece goal.
Bro, it could be like a 2-2, man.
He said set piece goal. It's killing me.
Yeah, that was brilliant. But it could go penalties. I can see this going penalties. I don't know.
I can see that too. I can see it being a close game.
I can see it being a very close game too. I just think sometimes when you got a lot of heat on you, it doesn't lead to conducive results, as they say, and that's coming from a Chelsea fan. So I wouldn't know. Fair
enough. Jay, do you got anything to say as you wanted to speak about Tottenham?
Just looking at it, just obviously to balance it with the Arsenal thing, it's a big game for them. And I think with Spurs coming up as well. And first of all, obviously Spurs. I found Spurs have been quite good this season when we've had a week rest. We've got Tamworth at the weekend, so we're going to have a more or less full rotation. All our stars are probably not going to play. So we'll be rested for the Arsenal game. So you're playing a tough game here. Don't get any easier against us. With this game, I think it's just got huge importance for the season, because even if you challenge for the league after this year, a lot of fans, you want to win something. And even with Spurs fans, they want to win something. And winning is the be-all and end-all. You're almost blind about winning. So if Slot comes in this season, wins the title, winning the FA Cup, which is your cup, this is the cup that Arsenal fans and Arsenal are like, the FA Cup is our trophy, blah, blah, blah. You won it 5 years ago. It was Arteta's first trophy. For me, it's a huge game. But I also think United can't.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. I've got to bounce. Sorry to interrupt. I'll catch you later.
That's all good.
Can I just say, following on from what Jay said, look, obviously we're in the Carabao Cup, and we're when you're in the semi-final, it's a little bit different. But if you had said to me at the start of the season, the Carabao Cup final is going to be Tottenham and Newcastle, genuinely, I would have been quite happy about that. Because it'll be like
somebody's nose got to go.
Jay's got the one.
He's got
set up today, man.
You know what I seen online? Someone said Tottenham and Newcastle is like the immovable object versus unstoppable force.
Yeah. Someone's got to win a trophy.
I prefer Jay's.
Yeah. But the thing is, like you got to.
How can you say that as a Chelsea fan?
Listen, the problem is, you know what the reality is, guys. Yeah, I don't really care that much about Spurs. You know what I mean? I sing we hate Tottenham. Listen, of course, like at the end of the day, bro, they've been like our little bros for how many years? Decades, bro. They've been our little bro. And like we gave them their last trophy. People seem to forget that the last trophy they won, they actually beat us in the League Cup. You know what I mean?
We gave them. We didn't give them anything.
We gave them that one. Right. So And the thing is, man, I just think it gives Arsenal an even better look that the fact that it took a season and a half to get a trophy compared to ARTETA.
Arteta won a trophy in 6 months. What are you talking about?
Listen, but with his own team though, you know what I mean, that's the difference. I'll say and has spent the money
And if you count British Super Cups,
come on, bro, please, bro, come on.
I'm joking, obviously.
Okay.
Anyways,
but you got like the thing just before we go, like obviously the football and stuff. Do you care about the football, the style of football, or are you now?
As long as I win,
do you care about winning now more than how it appears? Like, where's your head at in terms of results versus the aesthetic?
I don't care about the aesthetics. I just care about winning.
Yes,
interesting. It's interesting.
I think the mentality people had was a loser mentality at the time, and
loser mentality.
Yeah,
but Igal, the thing is like you're a good kid, Igal. Like you can't force yourself to think like a North Side or a League Gunner or something like that. Like if you're a trust the process guy, you're a trust the. It's like me. I can't shout and rant about Spurs because I'm not that kind of person. I'm a logic person guy. So that's why I'm asking you because once you start moving from the aesthetic and trusting the team and where the team's going to, I just want to win. I just want results. Do you know what I mean? You stop enjoying it, then you start having to make those kind of decisions. So that's why I'm interested because I find the more Arsenal fans lean to we have to win a trophy, we have to win now, they go away from I trust in Mick, I trust in his vision, I trust in what he's trying to do. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's what's putting a lot of pressure on the team too, you know? But I am seeing your fans cheering corners, and that is holy nasty work. That is real
work. You know what the worst thing is? I seen a little kid imitating Arteta's corner.
Oh yeah,
bro, we're ruining generations, bro. There used to be my generation. We used to be doing what's it called, Ronaldinho, R9, Baggio. We had real men, real hoops. Now we're doing
Oh my god!
Man. What happened to the game I love, bro?
The Odegaard hair flick. The Odegaard hair flick. That we're doing.
We're losing recipes.
We're losing recipes, man.
Rack, you're watching too much Liga now. You gotta chill.
Yeah, but let me ask you this question.
Only because you on it. Only because you on it, you go.
Like obviously this game, it's not like it's obviously it's important to you, but it's like if Arteta rotated the team.
I gotta go, guys. Sorry.
See you guys. Yeah.
Rack, who do you play, by the way? Oh, he's gone.
I think they're playing someone trash. Someone
play
Brighton. No one good. But I'm just asking you, if Arteta rotates the team, yeah, would you be upset?
Sorry, repeat that again.
If Arteta rotates the team against United, yeah, with a view to freshening it up for Tottenham, would you be upset if you see 5-6 new players? If you see Raheem Sterling start this game, are you going to be like, what the hell are you doing? Or are you going to be like, I get it. There's a lot of games.
I get it.
Okay.
I truly get it. Bro, it's depressing. Mm-hmm. It's disheartening, but we're gonna have to grind it out and see where we go from here. But I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Big up everybody who's been watching for the whole stream. Jay, you better beat Tremere or whoever you're playing.
Tamworth, don't worry, we'll be okay against Tamworth. We'll play Mikey Moore. You probably drop a hat trick on their heads.
We'll see. Have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. And it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm not going to be streaming.
Happy birthday in advance, you go. Happy birthday.
Big up, bro. Have a good one.